India is currently undergoing the most massive infrastructure overhaul in modern history. The headlines are constantly captured by the scale of the achievements: the gigawatt-scale solar parks, the rapid rollout of high-speed rail, the creation of smart megacities, and the establishment of global AI data center hubs. But there is a fundamental question that few people stop to ask. Who is ensuring the power driving these advancements stays on, stays safe, and doesn't destroy the environment? Behind the scenes, a single corporate powerhouse is silently building the digital nervous system for India's future economy. Schneider Electric Infrastructure Ltd, SEIL. Backed by a global parent group named by Time magazine and Statista as the world's most sustainable company, an institution operating in over 100 countries with a massive portfolio of 400-plus patent applications filed in 2024 alone, SEIL is not just a legacy engineering company. It is an industrial technology leader deploying artificial intelligence, digital twins, and IoT frameworks across India's power grids, critical industries, and urban ecosystems. Let's break down exactly how they achieved record-breaking financial success this year, and why their technologies are central to India's Viksit Bharat roadmap. The blockbuster financial resurgence. Plus, SEIL financial performance highlight. Order inflow 2,693 Indian rupees crores, up 13.4%. Sales revenue 2,637 Indian rupees crores, up 19.5%. Profit after tax, PAT, 268 Indian rupees crores, up 55.8%. Free cash flow 245 Indian rupees crores, up 85%. Plus, if you want to know if a country's industrial economy is truly expanding, don't look at speculative sentiment. Look at the balance sheets of its primary infrastructure providers. The financial year under review was a milestone period for SEIL, setting all-time record highs across every core tracking metric. Let's look at the hard facts. Order inflows advanced by 13.4% year-on-year to hit an impressive 2,693 Indian rupees crores, proving that commercial and public demand for advanced power management is accelerating. Sales revenue clocked in at 2,637 Indian rupees crores, translating into a strong top-line growth of 19.5%. Gross margins and EBIT. Gross margins expanded significantly to 26%, translating to 1,031 Indian rupees crores. Operational efficiencies drove a 35% surge in EBIT, reaching 382 Indian rupees crores. Profit after tax, PAT net profitability skyrocketed by an incredible 55.8%, jumping to 268 Indian rupees crores. Free cash flow, supported by strict asset discipline and strategic capital management, free cash flow scaled up by 85% to reach 245 Indian rupees crores. Critically for long-term health, SEIL has turned its cash generation into a structural shield. By utilizing current year internal operational earnings to fortify its equity base, its debt-to-equity ratio fell sharply from 1.66 to 0.93, while its debt service coverage ratio, DSCR, surged to an insulated 13.65 times. The message is clear: SEIL is growing rapidly, highly liquid, and virtually debt-free. Core business and the EcoStruxure ecosystem. How is SEIL delivering this level of profitability in a highly competitive market? The secret lies in their transition away from basic industrial hardware toward high-value, digitally integrated solutions. SEIL operates under a unified, single primary business segment under IND AS 108 standards, providing end-to-end products and systems for electricity distribution. Instead of just selling standalone metal boxes and cables, SEIL's core strategic advantage is built upon EcoStruxure, their proprietary, IoT-enabled, plug-and-play digital architecture. EcoStruxure blends connected products, edge control software, and cloud-based AI services into a single operational layer. By utilizing digital twin technology, SEIL maps out a precise, virtual replica of an entire industrial power grid. This allows companies to simulate stress tests, optimize power consumption, and deploy predictive maintenance, alerting engineers to fix a component before a catastrophic failure occurs. Connected products. sensors, high-rated breakers, smart RMUs. Edge control layer, T500 remote terminal units, software. APPS, analytics and AI, EcoStruxure, digital twin platforms. This technology-led integration allows SEIL to serve three massive, high-margin macroeconomic pillars across India. The power sector, supporting generation, transmission, and distribution utilities. The industrial sector, optimizing energy efficiency across heavy industries like mining, metals and minerals, and energies and chemicals. The urban and digital ecosystem, building the core infrastructure for smart cities, metros, airports, commercial buildings, and hyperscale data centers. High-value project wins and disruptive innovation. His portfolio isn't just theoretical, it is actively winning major contracts across India's core growth markets. Let's look at their recent high-profile project executions. In renewables, SEIL successfully deployed its advanced T500 remote terminal unit to manage power dispatch for a landmark 2 gigawatt solar energy megaproject in Gujarat. In power and grid, the company supplied a fully digitalized, cloud-connected transformer to a leading central utility in India and introduced its revolutionary SF6 free switchgear lineup. Traditional medium-voltage switchgear relies heavily on SF6 gas, an industrial greenhouse gas. SEIL's new lineup replaces SF6 entirely with pure air insulation, eliminating emissions while maintaining performance. In heavy industry and distribution, for the mining, metals, and minerals segment, SEIL delivered an integrated air-insulated switchgear, AIS, and gas-insulated switchgear, GIS, network to a key domestic steel plant. Furthermore, they delivered state-of-the-art AIS switchboards featuring an industry-first integration. Built-in partial discharge sensors designed to catch microfaults instantly for a major government-owned oil company. The 230 Indian rupees crore bet on the future of India. The defining characteristic of an infrastructure company is where it allocates its capital for the future. Recognizing that India's growth demands massive indigenization, SEIL has embarked on a strategic 230.2 Indian rupees crore capex expansion plan across its domestic manufacturing facilities. They are actively scaling up capacity to meet the demands of tomorrow. The Vadodara and Kolkata super plants, SEIL has directed 200.8 Indian rupees crores into its primary manufacturing plants to drastically upscale the production throughput of advanced electrical panels and breakers. Smart grid distribution, RMU's 15.8 Indian rupees crores is being deployed to boost the manufacturing lines of ring main units, RMUs, by 25%, ramping up total factory production capacity to 32,000 functions per year to supply India's expanding urban discoms. Transformer footprint. 13.6 Indian rupees crores has been allocated to expand transformer manufacturing capabilities by an additional 1,500 MVA, pushing SEIL's aggregate capacity to a massive 7,000 MVA. This massive capex isn't just about making more equipment. It represents a transition away from traditional, transactional hardware deployment toward higher-value, software-integrated services. SEIL is executing a long-term strategic pivot, transforming traditional capital expenditure, CapEx, into long-term operational contracts, OpEx, through recurring software-as-a-service experiences. As India charts its path to becoming a developed economy, the baseline requirements for energy are fundamentally changing. It is no longer enough to just deliver power. That power must be safe, digitizable, resilient against disruptions, and completely sustainable. With structural growth vectors aligned with emerging industries like semiconductors and electric vehicle charging infrastructure, alongside an active corporate culture tracking zero unresolved workplace disputes and disciplined internal control audits, Schneider Electric Infrastructure Ltd is exceptionally positioned. They are turning the vision of an automated, carbon-neutral, and intelligent Indian grid into a functional reality. The digital industrial transition is no longer on the horizon. It is being built right now, sensor by sensor, transformer by transformer, by SEIL. What are your thoughts on SEIL's record-breaking year and its massive manufacturing bet on India's green energy transition? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this institutional breakdown valuable, Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more deep dive business analysis. We'll see you in the next video.